prestigious trophy with a long tradition to battle for here, but also a game that's been a launching pad into the college football playoff. Welcome, everyone, to Lucas Oil Stadium, home of the Colts here in Indianapolis, Indiana, as we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Hermstreet. Let's get this thing underway. Kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. But he's got some space here. Picks up some blocks. Can he make it? All the way for a touchdown. A kick return all the way for a touchdown with a conference title on the line. He's never going to forget that.
Yeah, he'll never forget this. You're right. Conference championship, huge stage. Everybody's watching. Great blocks up front to get him started. And then it was just raw speed and instincts to take it to the house.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Breaking free at the 35. You bring him down, but he makes the 3-yard line. That's a solid game.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. He'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Looking for his big tight end. Oh, he makes the catch. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Caught quickly. He moved the ball to the 48 and earned a fresh set of downs.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Now it's 2nd down here. Short pass finds the tight end. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. Right flat's open, the quarterback makes the right throw. Look at these yards.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
The defense does a good job of being aggressive here and not slowing down their pass rush. They put pressure on him, and instead of him throwing it away, he throws it against his body back into the teeth of the defense. I thought they might come up with a pick.
Back to throw again. Looking for his big tight end. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. They'll finally bring him down, but what a play to take away and a huge gain on the return.
Hey, these guys have been giving up some plays. I mean, this offense looked pretty good. They're moving the ball, but they get them to third down. They get pressure on the quarterback. Quarterback panics, puts that ball into coverage, and this defense comes up with that big interception.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
The gain makes it second and medium. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
That run sets up an important third down call for this offense. He keeps it on a design run. Make the stop, but good enough for a first down at the 29.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really did give himself a chance to work through his progressions, locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. With the catch, it's Williams. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's fourth down.
You know, it's third down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the first down.
The field goal is good, and they add to their lead. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And the single back takes the handoff.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He fires this throw and it's intercepted. Not much on the return, but the important thing, the takeaway snuffs out the scoring for a big play.
Boy, we're just hearing this first half, and this defense is all over. That's their second interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Handoff here from the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Crucial third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or do they have to settle for 3? Third down, out of the shotgun. Looks left and finds his target there. They scoop up the ball. It's still a live play. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
But you talk about avoiding a disaster. That ball is on the ground, free for anybody to pick up. The offense picks it up, and not only that, they take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And they're able to tack on the extra point.
17, Iowa State, 0.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. It's a toss to the left side. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield, but no chance at all. With defensive speed, ability to diagnose the play blows it up.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. A short completion to the tight end. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. Well, Kirk, Nebraska has the lead here. They jumped out to an early lead in that opening period. Let's take a quick look at the stats so far. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Oh, he's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. On the run, he'll let it go. Catch is made down the middle. Brought down that crosses midfield to the 46.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
They keep him off balance for the one. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And the Huskers getting set on 1st and 10. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. On the move now. Going to try to use his legs here. He's swarmed by the defense.
Hey, if you're not going to account for a quarterback, he's going to be smart enough to take off when the opportunity is there.
Here's the second down play. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. It's an out route, the catch made. Tackled right after the catch, but the offense is now in the red zone.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
Makes a quick grab. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Nebraska.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
Automatic on the PAT. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
24, Iowa State, 0.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
And it's a bunch formation. Handing off on the draw play. He's got the first down and still motoring. Tackled right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
Hey, how about the quarterback here with his eyes downfield selling the pass to open that play up? Man, offensive line, really good job of selling and then getting upfield to that second level to be able to pick up some key blocks.
Second down after that previous play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense wraps him up after a 6-yard gain. Brings up 4th down.
And a lot of times you call a slant, you love to see some big yards after the catch. But when they don't go for many yards after the catch like this, that is a good stop by the defense.
Looking deep downfield to the left. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
Well, this is exactly what can happen when you're overly aggressive and things go bad. And I get it when it's late in the game and you're trying to climb back into it. But to have a turnover on downs now, man, this one could hurt you.
Breaks free.
Well, this is why the offensive coordinator trusts his quarterback on these RPOs. He made the right read, was able to pick up some good yards. Now they have a 2nd down and manageable. Wouldn't be surprised if they run that RPO again.
An inside deal now from the shotgun. The Cornhuskers keep the football on the move.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the 1st down.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Williams. They bring him down at the 13. This offense really threatening now to score. It'll be 1st down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And it's incomplete. Just missed the wide receiver there.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. He's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
On 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. Touchdown, Huskers. This offense cannot be stopped.
Chris, with another touchdown, this first half could not have gone any better for this offense and this team, building up such a big lead. And on the other side, oh my gosh, now you really start to see who's got some fight, who's a competitor, because you got a big hole to be able to climb out of.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the 1st half clock. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
So the running play stopped on 1st down. Brings up 2nd and 10 from their 25. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Stopped right there at the line, no gain. The minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Nebraska 31, Iowa State 0.
Huskers will kick this away to get the second half going. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Iowa State offense takes the field now. A lot of work to do in the second half. Down big. Can they get something going right now? Fire to the right side, complete. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Here the defense was committed to stop the run. And in an RPO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that, just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
They'll give it to the back. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take a lead in this game at some point.
They're going to run it. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the play.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
You know, at this point, that sack might as well be a white flag for this offense. It's now 4th down. You're down by more than 3 scores here late in the game. If you're going to have any shot today, maybe it's about time you hope for a big play from your own defense.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. We'll see what he can do with the return. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. And the defense make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. A pop pass on the jet sweep.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They stop it at the 49, but that'll be a 1st down.
Offense does a really nice job of timing up this screen pass, using the defense's aggression against them here, and the back's able to navigate his way for a 1st down.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 3. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Incomplete for a 3rd straight play.
Oof, the risk of throwing on 3rd and short. Lots of second guessing going over on that sideline about that play call. You got to wonder if they're going to go for it anyway on 4th down, but what will be the play call?
Bit of a gamble here. Offense going for it on 4th down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Quick completion to the tight end. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
Well, here we are in the second half, and this run defense is living up to their billing as a top 10 run defense. This running back can't get anything going and is still yet to break 20 yards on the ground for the game.
Checks this down to the running back. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Now the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Crucial third down play right here. Dropping back, he's going to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the grab. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up fourth down.
Well, they're going to come up short of the sticks here, and we got a tough decision at this point in the football game for the head coach. What will they do now on fourth down?
Fourth down, he's throwing for it. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. Touchdown, Iowa State. There was no catching him that time.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. Off the play fake on first down. Pass complete on the crosser. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. It keeps the confidence of your offensive line up. Same with your back.
Now here he goes. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 28.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Looking for the end zone, has a lane. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. This offense is still clicking.
Just what a play by this quarterback. 1 second, he's surveying the entire field, trying to find that open receiver. The next second, he just pulls it down, tucks the football away, picks up yards, and gets a touchdown himself. What a run.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
And it's caught across the middle. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
That's a good job here, staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on first down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a second and manageable here for this offense.
And And the single back takes the handoff. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. Well, Kirk, Nebraska has the lead here. Hasn't been much of a contest so far, and the stats will reflect that. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Some confusion on the snap count. A false start cost them 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Penalty makes it 1st and long. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Yet another incomplete pass, and this offense simply hasn't accomplished anything at all through the air today. Time is of the essence now, and a comeback seems improbable to me.
They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
What a job to bounce back by this offense. They get all the yardage back that they lost on this run and more. Now they're back on track with a very manageable 3rd and short.
Crucial 3rd down play coming up after that run. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the 4th quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath.
Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. You finally tackle him after a huge chunk play. Moves the ball to the 12.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking for the end zone, but not complete.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
Catch made on the right side. Touchdown, Cyclones. This quarterback on fire today.
Well, you can tell that this play caller, the offense coordinator, he's thinking about the future. He wants to see how his quarterback and how this offense wants to compete when this game's out of reach. He's going to be very happy with the result of this play.
Nebraska 38, Iowa State 14.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 23, brought it out, tried to make a play, but good coverage that time. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Looking right, this one caught. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
That completion sets up a 2nd down play. Leaning on the run game here. 1st down and more. He's still running. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
You know, sometimes, Chris, we get caught up in the speed and the quickness, and obviously those are important assets to have as a running back. But what you just saw from this guy, and he's had a pretty good day, is his ability to break tackles in the open space. And he gets through those arm tackles. You can see what he's capable of doing after being able to shake free with the speed that he has.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Really solid 1st down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense continues to try to work the clock and secure an impressive victory here today. Come to the line for 2nd down and very short now. And he drops back in the gun. Moves out of the pocket. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right, but that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
Stopped on 3rd for no gain. Going to be 4th and 1 now.
Well, the quarterback keeps the ball. He's trying to make a big play on third down. He probably should have gotten the ball out of his hands. Now, we've got a big fourth down coming up.
And he's throwing for it on fourth down. They take a deep shot. Can't connect in the long throw. Incomplete, a fourth down stop.
Because there are a lot of coaches out there that will just say, hey, listen, it's the opponent's job to stop us, and they could be right. But with the game like it is right now with such a comfortable lead, not sure if this was entirely needed.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Physical defending, that one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking for a late, deep throw. He's got a man down the middle. Good enough for first down yardage.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
The drive stays alive with that first down completion. Offense looking to throw the ball. Turns it loose downfield. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. Breaks into the open. And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shifter this could be.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute and the defense knows it's coming. Here the interception cost him.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Catch made on the out route. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody and allows you to continue to spread the ball around.
Makes the catch. Can he get in? He will score. Touchdown, Nebraska.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Looking to scramble. He escapes the pocket, but not the rush. It'll be a short loss.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on third down. Looking for a late deep shot. And it falls incomplete, and as the clock hits 0-0, that's it, game over. It's always a special year when after all the work you put in, you can call yourselves champions of the Big Ten. And now with the playoff spot locked up, the spotlight gets even brighter. We're going to find out where they're going to be playing as they continue to pursue a national championship. And that is going to do it. We enjoy being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been another presentation